Peace and blessings. Right here, I'm going to introduce you to my English teacher when I was at uh, Wayne County Community College uh, over there on 4th Street. This brother wrote a book called Down the Nile. He was my instructor. He was an English teacher. But his main purpose was to get us to read between the lines and get us to go into a book, check out the author, get the background on the author, research the author. And when you research the author and get the author's history, you can dig where the author is coming from. You can see where, when he writes, whatever he is, if he's gay, he will put some of that in his writings. If he is racist, he would have that in his writings. And so he teaches us to read between the lines to comprehend, get a full comprehension of everything. So when we had our assignments, we could pick any book. So I picked the Bible, and I got an A on that, A plus. And the brother, he was a black conscious brother. This is his book. This is the brother. This was back in the 80s, the late 80s, 87, 88, 89. And when I went to Wayne County Community College, all of my instructors were pro-black. Some of them were Muslims from the Nation of Islam, and some of them were Shrine of the Black Madonna. Some of them were ex-Panthers or black nationalists. Even the Caucasian teachers, a few of them were pro-black. Because there was a lot of Caucasians in the Panthers, and the Panthers' ally was called the Weathermen, So he did this book about ancient Kemet, and his main, he got a spot here in the book that's Imhotep. And he called it Kemet. He spelled it Kem -T. And he did a nice job, I mean, he got it. He got timelines in here. I don't know if you can see it, And so pro dynasty. So when I went in, I was at Temple. At Mosque number 1 when I was going to school. I was at Mosque number 1, and so we went in there with few FOI attending school with me, but they wasn't in my class, but they was just there. And I challenged all the instructors instructors. My archaeologist teacher, I challenged him. Uh, Philosophy teacher, I challenged her. My biology teacher, I challenged him. And, so reading comprehension was the focus. And the class that I was in was mostly black students. They were younger than me because I was in my 40s when I went back to school. And I dug where Kumasi, I dug where he was coming from, So my purpose in going to school was to prove the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I matched what he was writing. I read Message to the Black Man and all of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's writings up with what I found over there at WC3. Now, it first was Shaw College. But, Shaw College was a black man. And then it evolved into WC3. Now it's WC3 District, I think. It might be something else added on to that, but it's got a long title. It evolved. Just like I'm evolving right before your eyes. I started my YouTube channels as Professor Soul School Phenomenal. And sometime I would play my original music along with commentary and about what's happening today. And then I evolved into the Black Light. Now I got a ministry, and this ministry that I'm speaking of is called the Cyberspace Ministry of the Aboriginal Universal. The Universal is spelled UNIVERCOL. Supreme Council of the Elder. Now, the elder is just me, I'm hoping to add the S to the elders, so it'll be the elders, because we got to take charge again, and lately, we've been going to nursing homes, and I'm 70 years old, and the cats get around my age, they kind of conform to what's going on, but I'm a resistor. I'm resistance to this system that we in, because I know that it's evil, and I want to share my experience with these young guys that's coming up, because the elders are failing to transmit to the young ones their experiences, and most of them are conformers. They conform to this system. But it says in the Bible, Jesus ran it. He said, don't conform to this world. Be not partakers of this world, because this world is evil. But the preachers nowadays, they don't preach like that. They conform themselves. Because they sitting back like fat rats in a cheese factory. And y'all give them all your money, go there just to hoop and holler, and think you're cleansing your soul when you do that, but you're not doing that. You're just conformers. Jesus told you don't do that. How's the kingdom of God is going to come and you conform it to this world. I'm also going to be some of my other videos. I got the Constitution, and I'm gonna show you how the Constitution evolved. You know how they changed up on you, and they got you paying all these taxes. You're not supposed to do that. It says show you where it says no state shall enter into any treaty, alliance, or confederation, grant letters of marque or reprisal coin money or coin money, emit bills of credit, make anything but gold and silver coins a tender in payment of debts past, any bills of attainder ex post facto law or law impairing the obligations of contracts or grant any title of nobility. Now, that's your lawyers. Nobility is your lawyers, because they got to go to London to get, to be a member of the bar, and the bar has no standing really. It's like a club, and it says make anything but gold and silver coin a tender of payment. And now y'all got these paper dollars, because they came and confiscated your gold, all your gold and silver. I got something on that I'm gonna read in my upcoming videos. And the pawn shops got you pawning all your gold and diamonds and anything of value, real value, and giving you these paper fiat dollars that has nothing backing them. Gold ain't backing them. So as we were saying, you've been bamboozled into thinking that paper dollars were more valuable than gold and silver, when that's not the case. So you pawn all your stuff at the pawn shop. They got all your real money. They like little banks. They charge you interest. And you see in the Constitution, they can't do that. They can't charge interest. That's making money out of thin air. And as far as black people concerned, they've been making money, getting money off our backs for years, and some of it's trickery, and some of it was forced labor, and some of it was persecution, But any means necessary, you've been supporting this wicked concept. Now mostly it's trickery, and they still persecuting us, but it's mostly trickery. So stay tuned. We're going to keep on keeping on, and peace and blessings. Wait till the next video.